On the expansive chessboard of geopolitics, Russia has just made a move that's sending shockwaves across the globe. Its implications are profound, redefining alliances, challenging norms, and forcing everyone to reconsider strategies that have defined decades of international relations. Today, we delve into the heart of this unfolding drama. Russia's grand strategy has been clear for all who choose to see. Look beyond mere territorial ambition or power plays. It's a determined effort to reshape the global balance, reassert its own relevance, and counter what it perceives as Western. As always, understanding the nuances of this strategy requires us to look beyond surface-level narratives and confront complex realities that often defy easy categorization. To begin our exploration, let's examine Russia's evolving relationships, a pivotal aspect of its grand strategy. Key among these is the robusting partnership with China. At the heart of this alliance lies a shared objective: redefining global leadership. In an interconnected world where Western supremacy is increasingly challenged, their collaboration serves as a powerful testament to this vision. Both nations are steering clear of Western-led institutions, fostering direct communication channels, and most significantly, solidifying economic ties. Trade volumes between them have skyrocketed, and joint ventures are multiplying, creating a web of interdependence that's reshaping economic landscapes. Moreover, their collaboration extends beyond trade. In the realm of diplomacy, both nations present a united front, championing multilateralism as an alternative to Western hegemony. They advocate for reforms in global governance structures, pushing for greater representation and decision-making power for developing nations. This shared commitment to reimagining global governance was most evident at the Beijing Olympics when President Xi Jinping personally welcomed President Putin, signaling the depth and importance of their relationship. It signifies a departure from traditional power dynamics, presenting a compelling alternative to Western-dominated global institutions. But the narrative doesn't end with China. Russia's strategic reach extends to Africa, forging new alliances that underscore its commitment to diversifying partnerships, notably its engagement with Egypt. Nigeria and Ethiopia reflects a keen understanding of Africa's rising importance on the global stage. These connections aren't merely symbolic. They signify a deliberate effort to broaden Russia's diplomatic base, offering African nations substantial support in key areas such as healthcare, education, and infrastructure development. This focus on tangible cooperation resonates deeply with African governments and populations, many of whom have long questioned the effectiveness of Western foreign aid by prioritizing practical assistance. Russia is building trust and forming alliances that could significantly impact future global dynamics. Central to these partnerships is the role of resources. Russia's vast natural resource reserves, coupled with its advanced technology, offer immense potential for collaborative projects. In Egypt, for instance, Russia is playing a pivotal role in developing the country's infrastructure, including major construction projects and transportation systems. Similarly, in Nigeria and Ethiopia, Russia's involvement in key industries such as oil and gas is helping to boost local economies and drive development. Furthermore, Russia's cultural exchanges and educational partnerships are also laying the groundwork for deeper ties. Exchanges like the annual Russian Language Olympiad in Africa not only promote cultural understanding, but also serve as platforms for young leaders to connect, fostering networks that transcend diplomatic arenas. These strategic alliances highlight Russia's evolving role on the global stage. It's actively shaping a new narrative, one that emphasizes collaboration, resource sharing, and mutual growth. In doing so, Russia challenges the traditional Western narrative, presenting itself as a partner invested in the long-term development and prosperity of Africa. The ramifications of these partnerships for Africa are significant. First, they offer an attractive alternative to the West, particularly at a time when many African nations are seeking more equitable partnerships. By showcasing tangible development projects and cultural exchanges, Russia positions itself as a reliable and beneficial partner. Second, these partnerships contribute to the growth of African economies. Access to Russian markets. Investments in technology can significantly boost local industries and create employment opportunities. For instance, Nigeria's oil and gas sector stands to benefit immensely from Russian expertise, enhancing production and refining capabilities. Finally, these alliances are reshaping African perspectives on global politics. By engaging with Russia, African nations gain a platform to advocate for their interests on a broader stage, challenging Western dominance in global affairs. This is exemplified by their participation in forums like the BRICS, a consortium of leading developing nations that aims to increase its global influence. In essence, Russia's outreach to Africa aligns perfectly with its broader geopolitical strategy. It's a strategy aimed at reshaping global power dynamics, fostering collaboration among developing nations and championing a more equitable global order. Russia's narrative is gaining traction, especially in regions where dissatisfaction with Western influence is palpable. And Africa, with its rich resources, burgeoning economies, and youthful population, is a vital piece of this grander scheme. Russia's overtures to Africa resonate deeply, promising mutually beneficial partnerships that challenge the status quo of Western dominance. It's a compelling proposition that African nations are increasingly finding hard to resist. However, there's another critical piece to this puzzle: Russia's relationship with Iran. This relationship isn't just based on shared challenges. It's built on a foundation of mutual respect and shared goals. Both nations have faced extensive sanctions, primarily from the United States, which have had profound impacts on their economies and international standing. This shared experience has fostered a deep sense of solidarity, creating a bond that transcends mere diplomatic niceties. It's a relationship forged in the crucible of adversity. Their partnership, however, goes beyond shared hardships. It encompasses a strategic vision that defies Western pressures. Central to this is their collaboration in the spheres of trade and investment. Despite international sanctions, bilateral trade between Russia and Iran has witnessed steady growth. This trajectory is promising, reflecting a deliberate effort to insulate their economies from external pressures. In the post-sanctions era, both nations are focusing on expanding their non-oil trade sectors, further diversifying their economic partnership. This collaborative spirit extends to investment in key infrastructure projects, from transportation to energy. Both nations are undertaking joint ventures that promise not just economic returns, but also enhanced connectivity and resource sharing. Defense and security cooperation is another cornerstone of their relationship, with both nations investing heavily in their military capabilities. There's a growing emphasis on joint exercises, technology transfers, and co-production ventures. This strategic alignment is particularly evident in their collaborations in the defense and aerospace industries. Joint ventures like the production of Russian Ka-32 helicopters in Iran serve as tangible testaments to their commitment to bolstering each other's defense capabilities. Such collaborations not only enhance their individual military capabilities, but also foster a sense of shared security, countering any potential Western aggression. And it's not just about military might. Intelligence sharing and counterterrorism efforts are also crucial aspects of their cooperation. Both nations face complex security challenges, and by sharing intelligence and best practices, they aim to mitigate threats more effectively. This cooperative approach is particularly important in volatile regions like Syria, where both nations have had significant military presences. In essence, the relationship between Russia and Iran is a dynamic partnership driven by shared challenges, strategic goals, and a desire to reduce reliance on Western partners. Their collaboration spans multiple sectors, from trade and investment to defense and security. This multifaceted partnership serves as a cornerstone of their national strategies, allowing both nations to navigate complex geopolitical landscapes more effectively. As we conclude our exploration of Russia's evolving alliances, it's essential to recognize that its strategy is not rooted in hostility towards the West. Rather, it's a calculated effort to diversify partnerships, counterbalance Western dominance, and shape a more inclusive global order. The implications of these alliances are far-reaching, reshaping global power dynamics and offering compelling alternatives to the status quo. Russia's evolving partnerships signify a profound shift in global geopolitics. Its collaboration with China, Iran, and African nations reflects a growing trend among developing countries to seek more equitable and diversified partnerships. These alliances are reshaping global power structures, challenging Western hegemony and offering a glimpse into a multipolar world where influence is diffused among several strong centers of power. For African nations in particular, Russia's overtures represent a significant shift. By emphasizing tangible cooperation and mutual growth, Russia presents an attractive alternative to the West, particularly at a time when many African nations are re-evaluating their foreign partnerships. Russia's embrace of Africa is reshaping perceptions, positioning Moscow as a reliable partner committed to the continent's development and prosperity. As the global balance of power continues to shift, Russia's evolving alliances serve as a reminder that the world is becoming increasingly multipolar. Nations are pursuing more diverse partnerships and challenging traditional power structures. Understanding these dynamics is crucial for navigating the complexities of international relations in an era where alliances are fluid and global influence is increasingly diffused. The stage is set for a new chapter in global geopolitics. The alliances Russia is forging are reshaping the rules of the game. And as the world watches, one thing becomes increasingly clear. Russia's grand strategy is not about domination, but about redefining global power dynamics on its own terms. What do you think of Russia's power play? Is it a strategic move to reshape global politics, or an aggressive attempt to dominate its region? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your insights matter. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated on more insightful geopolitical discussions. Together, let's continue to explore, understand, and navigate the complexities of our world. Thanks for watching.